Hey everyone, it's July 28th and it's time for another garden update. Earlier in the season, we picked off some suckers from the tomato plants in the garden and we replanted them here, and there's 4 of them, and there was times where it looked like they were going to die, and then there were times where it looked like they were going to live. They certainly didn't grow a ton, but growing here you can see we got some fruit on all of them actually. Very small right now, so we'll see what happens with them. But we pulled them out, and oddly enough, just to talk about suckers here, you can see here this would be the main stem coming up, leaf coming off. Here's a sucker right here, and right above it fruit. And I have seen sometimes where the suckers actually go right to fruit, so it's kind of a mixed bag thing when you do this, I guess. But normally we'll just rip the sucker like that out, and I'm not going to replant that because I don't think we're going to have enough time this year to replant and have more tomatoes come from that. So this guy just goes out in the lawn, and he'll get picked up later by the lawnmower. So let's go back and see what's happening in the main part of the garden. Next year, by the way, got the green light that the monkey bars on the Tree Fort Chalet thing really aren't being used anymore. So next year, all things remaining equal, we'll have the 2 rows that are here plus 2 more rows, one probably going right about where the anchor is for the monkey bars, and then one that's a little more under the monkey bars. So next year will be a much bigger garden and more fun. Let's take a look what's going on. Pepper plants. Boy, don't they look great? They look about the same as the last video. Not sure what's up with these things. You know, they're not growing much, and I don't know if it's a spot in the garden. Maybe they don't like compost. I don't know, but not much has happened with them this year. Probably not gonna have any peppers. Squash have been really good. We got more to pick, and gonna share that with a couple of friends from church today. And you can see even more hiding over there, more blossoms. The squash have been really good this year. Made up for last year where we had absolutely nothing going on. The squash were a big disappointment last year. Working on down the row, got all of our tomatoes in here, up to the 3rd level of trellising on here. Haven't tied all these up just yet. I've had a couple of good windstorms, and the piping's all held up real good. So this is probably going to be my strategy going forward instead of the big monstrosity that I've had in years past. Tomatoes, these are the spotted or striped Romas. We can see some down here. Probably be ready to pick in the next couple days. We just need some good days of good sunlight. Still some growing as well. Got some more hiding down in here. Looking good. A little bit of the disease on the leaves. One thing, talking with my neighbor a few doors down, you can see a real nice garden there past the fake chain link swing. She didn't have any mulch down underground. Her tomatoes got tons of disease, and she said everybody that seemed to put the grass down to make sure that the earth didn't allow it to be touched, the leaves and stuff seemed to do real good. She didn't do that and had problems, so she's going to try that next year. So tomatoes looking real good. We got some of our beef steaks in here. Those are getting bigger, starting to turn. Hopefully get a chance to enjoy a few of those this week. Some more of the Romas down here, and everything looking real good. Here's I just went through and pulled suckers out before, so you can see a fresh clip off that I had done there, or break off with my nail. So those are the tomatoes, all looking real good again. And let's check the other side out. The green onion just growing, a few tennis balls, not sure where those came from. The beans have been doing really good. Enjoyed a lot of those this year. We kind of have stopped, but if we look in here we can see there's another crop of them forming. So it's just a matter of time for us to wait and start yielding that second crop. You can see where I snapped some of them off without snapping them all the way. Yellow beans have been the same way. Looks like we got a few hiders under here, but mostly these are new growth that are coming in, and those are getting real nice. Here again, some more small yellow beans, and just want you to look one more time. I composted all these beans here, and they're all about the same height. And I want you to look at those last ones there in the last section of fencing. Notice the difference in color and the difference in height. Now we did get a pretty decent yield off of these. You can see these are pretty good looking beans. This is a real good looking one, in fact, which I'm going to eat now. But they certainly didn't grow as tall. And like I said, they did deliver beans, but the compost really seemed to make a difference this year. So next year I'm probably going to go through and compost all the plants again. And I didn't keep a real good record of it, but I believe I did the same thing to the tomatoes in the middle. No compost here. You can see they're only up to the second level. Everybody else composted third level, composted over here, third level almost on the trellising. So it looks like the compost helps out quite a bit. So I've got two composts going still. This is the finished one over here, which is the one that I've shown in years past. Really don't throw anything new in here. I did throw some of the suckers off of the tomatoes. The new one over here, and this one is filled nice. Had to shift it because the fence going in, but keep throwing things in there. Had some lettuce that excuse me, lettuce I didn't get to use, and some celery and some grapes that had gone bad. So put it all in there, and nice and hot in there. So I'll have to stir those in today, and hopefully we get another nice batch of compost like we have on the other side, and then we can start filling up the other one next year. So that is the garden update for July 28th. Hope you guys have been having a great summer. It's a great cool day here in Chicago, and we'll talk to y'all soon.